But before we get to that, let's head out to the streets with our Encounter Street team. Last month, we had some great answers from participants of the Seek 2017 conference put on by the Fellowship of Catholic University Students. They talked about how they stay Catholic on campus. Well, because we had such an overwhelming response, we are able to bring you more students answering the question how they, as Catholic college students, stay Catholic on campus. Let's find out how they responded to Encounter's Question of the Month.
Yes, there are a number of challenges that this generation faces in general, but specifically on college campuses. A lot of the students are offered the world, even more so at Harvard University, where the students are so talented and so gifted, and the world has responded to that by wanting to give them even more. And one of the great challenges on campus is timing. A lot of students are so involved with a number of different events and activities that it's really difficult to find the time to pray and to start or continue that relationship with God, but it's possible, and so many students have responded to that.
I get a lot of questions about, like, why don't you believe in abortion, or why aren't you for same-sex marriage or things like that. And so I think that's one of the hard things, especially when I first came to campus, because I didn't know the answers to those questions, so it kind of made me dig deeper into the faith and kind of learn the reasons for believing what we believe.
My friends actually helped me, my friends and family, because my sister goes to school with me as well. She graduated actually, but she has really kept me on track because she helped me find the Catholic Center at my campus, the UT Tyler campus. So that's a really big part.
I think like most of the time, I don't feel like there's a big difference between me and other students, but sometimes it comes up and it's like, yeah. And sometimes I think I put up more barriers than there need to be. So for example, like when I started going to daily mass during the lunch hour, sometimes I wouldn't tell people. I'd be like, oh, like I have a meeting, and wouldn't tell them exactly where I was going because I was afraid that they would judge me. But then once I started being honest with people, they were like, oh, cool. And like, they didn't think it was weird because they already knew I was Catholic, and they were like, oh yeah, she's Catholic. Like, she's just doing her Catholic thing.
Being an athlete, it is a bit harder, mainly because of the time restraints with your schedule. I would say getting to mass, I guess, every Sunday sometimes can be a bit of an issue, just with traveling really, I guess, being an athlete. Practices are always hard, it's every day, weight room, but always making that effort to make sure you get to church every day, and really just having that relationship with God.
It definitely is difficult to be Catholic on campus, but I wasn't expecting, but there's such a strong Catholic community, not just of people who are Catholic in name and who go to church, but people who really, truly believe it and they radiate God. And there's so many opportunities to advance your faith outside of just the simple going to Mass on Sunday and there's, we pray together. There are so many, we have like interfaith dinners and we have group Bible study, and just having people continually committed to their faith and seeing that every single day is what makes it easier to resist the temptation to sort of just go lukewarm with Catholicism.
And as usual, we want to hear from you. If you'd like to respond or make a comment about our question of the month, please go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/EncounterCTV.